Alright, we're at the point now that, like I was saying, we've got our 3 horizontal purlins there. We've got the 5 across the roof, right across, which goes way over to the other end. That's the top one. Another 3, and then we've got the vertical. I'll just move around a bit. We've got the vertical bar will stay there. We've got the corner, and we've got the other corner over there. Now they're all concreted in, so they're not going to move around anywhere. So we've got the concrete down there, and one on the other side, one in the middle. So now what we need to do is put the roof on. I'll just move around. Yeah, we'll get the extension for the roof. Once the roof's on, then we can put all the sides down. Well, we're slowly progressing. There's junk everywhere. It looks like the Second World War happened. But anyway, I've got a few sheets up on the roof, as you can see. That goes all the way through there. Anyway, down there there's 6.1 metre lengths. But anyway, there's another, I think 3-4 sheets or something to go in with the carbon ones. And yeah, it's a bit hard to have a camera going and be up on the roof and everything else. But anyway, overall, it's getting there. That's all that matters, and we'll progress as we go on. Well, as you can see, it's getting a bit better there. We've still got the ladder there. We've got a couple of sheets still to do up there as far as screwing them in. So it's just about ready, and we've got shade in there. You see the clear sheet there as well. Well, as the progress goes, we've got the back sheets on there all screwed. Those particular ones are all, every panel section has got a screw going through it. We've got the roof up, as you can see, with the Lysart and everything else. Well, anyway, we're going to attempt to start putting the first row of sheets on this side here. And the problem is that it's actually tapered from there. It goes from about 3.1 all the way down to about 2.5 or something like that. So I'm going to try and reuse the original sheets. If they don't, then I'm going to have to cut new ones in. Well, we're getting there slowly. At the moment we've got all the sheets up completely there on the left hand side. All the sheets are on the back. The roof is completely done, as you can see. I've just got a set of sheets to put across the front here, but I'm only going to put some short sheets in because I've got a bloke coming in to lay the concrete for me. Alright, we're at the point now where I can't go any further till I've got the concrete. Now, right at this particular minute, we've got the complete left hand side is fitted, as you can see, the complete rear, and also the roof with the clear plastic as well, that's on there. Now what I've done is I've placed a row of, it's just over 300 high, which goes up to the first section. I've just put some rough old stuff there, tin, and then I've fitted one completely in, because I've got a lock system behind there. It's all had to be cut in and fitted up top. I still have to screw the top up a bit more. But anyway, what will happen is the concrete truck will back its wheels up just before those panels, and then we'll just pour the concrete straight in, a wheelbarrow and whatever else has to be done. And so that'll be pretty well completed once the concrete is in here. That's a 5-inch or 125 mil or whatever it is. So that'll be right. Now, what I'm also doing is I've got these long planks here. Now, I've got that particular one goes across the front here, and that'll be like I'll dig some of the sand away, put the board against it, and I've got these steel spikes I've made up like these, but they go in the ground about nearly a metre. And so what will happen is the boards will go up against here, and then the spikes will go against that, and there'll be 3 or 4 along that edge. Then there'll be right across that edge as well, and also around the back, because you can see the bit of a gap in the back. Well, the concrete is, well, that is just a fraction below that. The concrete level is actually the height of those boards. So I've got the string line which is there, I've got a string line here, there's a board, and there's another string line just in there, if you can, if it'll focus. Oh, it's not going to. Anyway, there is another one there, but we'll actually mark it all out first. Then once the concrete is poured, then what we'll do, we'll come back and I'll extend those sheets right across to this end over here, and then it's nearly completed. Well, we're getting closer now. We've got the front panel on. Down the bottom here, like I was saying, I've left the bottom rail in, and I'll put the dummy panels in the bottom here, because what happens is, oh, that's all ready to be concreted, by the way. So what will happen is, because of the pattern, I need the dummy sheets in. So it's because of these patterns here, so that when the concrete's still green and hasn't quite gone too hard, then I'll pull those sheets out, and then I'll be putting the full sheets back in again. So yeah, so what we've got is, we'll have that full panel going right up to the roof there, and then what's going to happen is, there's another 5 sheets or whatever to go sideways, then that'll lock it all off after the concrete's in. So this way the truck can come right up to this point here, and he can get his scoop, which will go 3/4 way to the board, and then we just have to wheelbarrow all through that section over there and back over here. Yeah, so I'm hoping he'll be here probably the next 1.5 hours or so, and then we can put the concrete in. Then I've got a bloke who's actually laying it. I'm just giving him a hand, because he can do a better finish than what I can. And so once that's done and he's left, then I'll worry about putting the front sheets on. Well, we've got the cement truck here. I don't know if you can hear me or not, and we're doing a pour. Yeah, they poured the mix, and then he's levelling it out. The actual screeting jig he's got there has got a level in the centre of it. He's got the pins in the concrete so he can have it at a full, well, as level as we can possibly get it anyway. So now I don't have to wheelbarrow anymore, so now you've got the chute, and he's just filling it up with a chute now, while the concrete is levelling it all out, getting the air out of it, stuff like that as well. Anyway, I'll bring it back when it's finished. Well, we've got the concrete in now. We've got our bloke, he's finishing off the topping on it. As you can see, he's just finishing it off, make it look nice and pretty. And then while we're at it, I put a tiny little bit of a path here, which is in front of the shed here. Yeah, just good enough to, that was the excess concrete, so that's the inside. Be even better when all the machinery's in there. Well, we've got the concrete finished now, which is really good. He's done an excellent job. See, that's a very nice finish. He's taken right around the edges, going through there, right up into those corners. He's done the whole lot there, which is not a problem at all. And with a bit of excess concrete, we put a little tiny path, so it's actually a little extension. I still have to clean up all the rubbish around it and stuff, but it's all been screeded back, looks really good. That'll help when I pull a machine out like a welder or something like that. Well, we've got the concrete in here. That's done by Tim Davey or TD Contracting. He's done a really nice job. I've just had the covers down just overnight sort of thing. So that's quite a nice job over here. And then yeah, well, like I said, we did this little excess path that was with the excess concrete, so I'll be able to just use it for the moment till I extend it later on. And what I'm going to do now is I'm going to pull the dummy sheets out, that's the green ones, and then I'll extend, yep, right up to there. Yeah, I'll just put the rest of these sheets going across here. That'll seal it quite in and lock it all up. Well, that's my workshop. That's with the extension over there. So that's all done. There's a lot of junk. I've got tin and everything. I've got all that stuff there. Everything still has to be moved. Like I said, we've got all the sheets up now. They're all screwed in. I just have to finish off the top row, which will be done soon. Now, so this is the new extension here. So you've got all of that, goes right up to there. So that's a 6 by 4 metre extension for the machine shop. So I'm not sure, but at this stage I've probably put the lathe over here, and I'm not sure, probably a bench there. I've still got milling machine, everything to go along here. I've got shelving and everything done. Probably a machine or two in the centre here somewhere. We'll work it all out anyway, but yeah, like I said, it's done by TD Concrete and a bloke by the name of Tim. And I checked the levels on the floor there in quite a few places, and the level shows up as a 0 bubbles, which means it's right in the centre. So it's that way, as well as the long ways, it's all 0 all over. So I've got a really good flat floor. So when I put the machines in, it'll be pretty good. It'll be spot on. And then that's a clear sheet up there. So this is during the day. There's no lights on or anything, and you can see how clear it is. Also with the concrete, it's still pretty green. I can't do much. I'm going to leave it, normally leave it about a week or so. I'm going to leave it at least a good 2 weeks before I start doing anything in here as far as the big machines, because you know, with the lathe and everything, you've got a bit of weight there. So by the time I do, I don't want to damage anything under the subs, you know, in the subsection there. And then I'll coat it with the Bondcrete and everything before I bring everything in. So yep, so that'll be it. What can I say? It's a fairly good length. Well, we painted the floor here. That's a proper paving paint. I've given it a couple of good coats on here, so that should be quite good. When I put the machinery in here, etc., etc., at least I won't have a bare floor, so if there's any grease or oil, it won't destroy it. Yeah, so I think at this stage, with all of this sort of thing, I can pretty well call it a finish and a wrap and everything else. And I'll just say thank you to everybody who has decided to watch it, and we'll catch you on the next one. Thank you.